Hey everybody, I hope everyone is doing well. It is dark in here. Yes, it is. Oh my God, I just didn't want to come to the camera. I am in my 90s and ready for bed. But before I was going to shut down for the night, I wanted to find out if there has been any updates on Mr. Kelly. Okay, I know that Jennifer was supposed to be doing his briefing for his appeal, and that was supposed to take place sometime this month, and I believe for in New York, his briefing for New York. I believe she already did the briefing for Chicago, but um, I don't think she has done the briefing yet for New York, and that was the one that she really had to go through and find out what they charged him for, because that was the big shebang. Okay, so it was going to take her a lot of time. She had an extension on it, but I just wanted to know if there's any updates. The thing is that I was subscribed to certain channels, but I don't go to those channels anymore. Um, for some, I just don't go to them. I don't care what they bring in, because one of the reasons I don't like going to them is they don't get to the topic quick enough for me. They drag and drag and drag, and they keep you there long out talking. I can't do that. I don't like sitting there waiting to hear what is going on, and the information is not coming to me as quickly, because sometimes I got to move on. Okay, I can't sit on your channel for a whole 2 hours and an hour with nonsense. I just want to hear what's going on briefly. Like how they do on the news report. They will give you that report on something event that might have took place, or incident that might have took place, or whatever, and they report a story, and they get to it, and then everybody make their little comments or statements or whatever, and then they move on. And that's how it's supposed to be done. We could just throw a little, sprinkle a little here and there, and then people could put in whatever questions they may ask as they follow up on the story. They give you more updates. That's the way it's supposed to be done. Some of these bloggers, when it comes to talking about R. Kelly, they stay too long on one topic. You could just tell us what's the update, and then move forward. The update is the briefing was done. This is what Jennifer said. Have a discussion on your panel, whatever, if you have to, that people that might also want to share some information that they might have found out, and then we move forward. They sometimes take too long on the discussion. So if anybody knows anything, please put it in my comment section, and let me know, because I am here for that reason. I am a R. Kelly supporter, and I don't like being in the dark, or being behind on anything that's going on about him in his legal matters. Okay, because this is why I came into this fight, is the fight against the injustice he was served, and I came because of that. Um, about him having I would say a trial, to me, that was a miscarriage of judgment. Okay, miscarriage of justice. That's how I felt. It wasn't handled properly. His constitutional rights were violated. We went over that. Also, how they brought in witnesses that was bought, and they rigged his trial. They rigged it, and they did that to us, and that wasn't fair, especially to the black community. I would say it wasn't fair. It wasn't done fairly. And that's all I wanted to just let me just turn this down. I was watching this movie called Strange Fruit on Tubi, and it's called The Tale of a Black Girl Lost. Interesting movie. It's about a young black woman, her childhood friend. They grow up together, but she's trifling. She turns out, because of some of the things she experienced from her childhood, of her mother's being a young mother, and some of the things that she had to experience. It's like she carried that um, and blamed everybody else except looking at the self of who she is as an individual. At first she started out good. She was going to school. She was trying to, push past some of her life circumstances, or some of the things that she was dealt to in life. She was trying to push past that in the beginning. Then she meets some girl who teaches her how to make some fast money, how to, make some, pay her bills, and also be a support a child. But the boyfriend, he's like a computer genius. Okay, he knows how to, oh my god, what they call it again, I'm not that inclined when it comes to talking about technology. But the boyfriend and everything, he's like a computer technician, you can say. He's a computer tech. He's a genius. He knows how to, take money, steal people's information, and put money into people's accounts or whatever. So he goes to jail, and the feds catch up with him, and he do some federal time. But he's a good man. He wanted to come out of the game. When he wanted to come out of the game, she convinced him that, she needed the money because she wanted to continue to live at that kind of high standard. She liked certain things, like materialistic things like clothes and red bottoms, and living in the best homes and houses, and just that fast money. And then she tells him she's pregnant, blah blah blah, and he ends up, staying in the game until, he gets caught and he goes to jail. While he's in jail or whatever, like I said, she meets up with a friend from meets up with a schoolmate, and she introduces her to the fast to the game. How to get out there and be a hustler, how to be a hustler. But she also tells her and everything, the rules to the game is that don't make this your career, make it a job, and do what you got to do into a certain period of time, but do it until you finish school and college, whatever you have to do to keep your bills afloat, whatever. And you can get out the game and live a better life. So her friend does give her the. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see the movie that I'm talking about. It's called Strange Fruit. It's called Strange Fruit. Let me start here. Let me turn this camera around. The name of the movie is called Strange Fruit, Tale of a Black Girl Lost. And, this is sad. This is why. And let me say some things about this, okay? Like how it started off. But this is the life she started off in. It's just telling you what the story, these women and everything, what they doing. But these young women. But let me tell you something about this, okay? And this is to any young black person, young black girl, whatever, that may come to this video. I don't promote this lifestyle. That's one thing. I don't promote it because I know what it can lead up to. Okay, young women that like this fast money, they get out here and they sell their soul. You say they sell their soul. And that's why the title of this movie is called Strange Fruit and the Tale of a Black Girl Lost, because there is millions of black girls out here who are lost, and they are doing this to make a living for themselves instead of hard work. And you don't have to sell your soul to the game like this, to the life, like a lifestyle like this, because you can get caught up. You can get caught up. You are going to get old. You are going to be around some strange men. And every time a man is inside of you, he's taking something from you. Okay? He's taking something from your soul. So you have to truly be careful. And that's part of the movie. The girl tells her, every time a man is inside of you, you out here selling yourself to this dollar bill. Selling yourself to this lifestyle. And you putting yourself out there like that. I'm just saying, okay? So let's get back to the movie. I'm probably going to have to fast forward some things because I have to go to bed. I have to get up and do things. But let's go back to the movie. I don't promote this lifestyle, y'all. This is not promoting promiscuism. It's not Promiscuous behavior is not promoting sex or violence. Okay, this is educational. No, this is real. This is stuff. I like Kamil Hassan, Elizabeth Fox. All the actors in here are really great people. This is a independent film. Omar Gooden is in this movie. And introduced in London and Lauren Hughes. Okay, I don't know who that is, but. And it's called Hey Frankie, How Are You, Love? I just want to know if there's been any updates on Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. And let me tell you, this also introduces you. This also has a lot to do with like young girls like Azarel and the woman that put Robert Sylvester Kelly in trouble, the way they put him in trouble and stuff like that. You can't. Money can turn you, can do some demonic things to you. Money can make you sell your soul. Money can destroy your life. Not saying, and I keep saying, it's not that we don't need money to live and to eat and to pay our bills, our taxes, or whatever. But it's how you make your money. It's how you make your money. There is no, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just saying it. And I know there's some people out here that just like feel like glamorize this lifestyle. They think this lifestyle, I don't get caught up on I got my own fashion going on. I could be very creative with my own trend, my own look, my own uniqueness or whatever. I don't follow everything that everybody, and that was taught to me from a child anyway. My mother always made sure we had the best of clothes, the house was clean, food was on the table. She didn't, never was it clothing was something that, you know, I had a problem with as a child. My clothes were always clean. We always had to put our clothes in certain kind of categories. We had our school clothes, our play clothes, and our church clothes. It was three different um occasions for our clothing. When I was growing up, my mother taught us you have your school clothes, which today we have our work clothes. You have your work clothes, you have your outerwear, and you have, if you a church sister or whatever. But today people will put their outerwear on and go to church. They don't even care. They just put that one. And I was just raised up and brought up in a different kind of way. These kids today, they just lost. Like this movie said, lost girl. But let me get back to it. I'm going to skip through it because I don't want to, I just want you to get some part of the movie, but you could go and watch it. It's on Tubi. And the name of the movie is called Strange Fruit, and you could get it for yourself. You could get the movie for yourself. I'm going to just let you have the introduction part of it. And then after that, you can just go. How did I come to making a living like this? The life of an exotic dancer seems so appealing. The money, the fame, all the attention from men. It is every little girl's dream to be rich. Okay. Y'all ready for this? This is how it all started. That's how it was a little girl. Let me see what you doing on here. Oh, you recording yourself in them little skimpy ass pajamas and putting it on here? Huh? That's what you doing, Azarel? Answer me. That's Azarel, y'all. Patrice, get in here. This is how it all started. Patrice, get in here now. What? Girl, that's Alice. She's recording herself in them skimpy pajamas. Today, she's going to be whining in this room alone. And tomorrow, she'll be grinding on a man. You don't see nothing wrong with it, huh? Oh, shit, that's how we took her video. That's Alice. Alice and Azarel. Azarel. I told you that I'll throw that shit outside. You guys are going to turn it off. I am not turning your damn off all night. But you at school in the morning anyway? Look, your daddy did from the movie. He wants all the music videos. Okay? Alright. Go to bed.
That was my first mistake. Denying the guidance of the only matriarchal figure I knew. My mother was a kid her damn self. She had me when she was only 15. I hate to say it, but my nanny was right. Winding in the room alone today,
Thank you,
minding on some
Frankie.
man tomorrow. How did I get here?
This is how it's gonna. You know how the
I
movies
wasn't
start
raised to
off.
objectify my body. Somehow I got lost. Lost and turned out. Damn, I done fucked over everybody in my life. Probably not one person other than the client gonna answer the phone for me right now. I can only think of one person that could bring me back.
Okay. Now, this is her childhood friend, and he has been really true and good to her. But it's sad how I'm just going to give you snippets of it because I just wanted you to just introduce you to it. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I want you to see the movie for yourself. I'm just introducing it to you. I found it on YouTube. Is on Tubi. If you have Tubi, you can go and watch it. You can get the whole full movie. I just wanted to just introduce this movie to you, and it has a very, very deep story behind it. And I brought it to you also because this is surrounding things around R. Kelly, the people that played the roles, especially the women, the young women that played in it, the heartless soul they had, the souls that was snatched out of them, the things they sold to. And I know people say, well, R. Kelly should be responsible too because he was the adult. He should have knew better. R. Kelly wanted out of the game. And when he came to get his music and be in control of his music and everything else like that, because, at a certain age, you want to retire and you don't want to be about that life no more. So when he came to that point in his life where he just was like, I'm tired of this. I want to get out of here. That's why he says, I admit it. He just wanted to be out of the game, okay? As far as allowing these people to control him and to control his music and be so involved in his personal life like that. And when he wanted to get out, that's when all of this stuff came to attack him. All of these things came at him. That's when they start bringing up the tape. Now that R. Kelly, this is what they did. Okay? On the fact that they used his own people against him. They had a plan. They already planned this. Even when he got off the trial in 2008. They acquitted him, but they didn't really acquit him. Because, see, that's how tricky the law is when you are ignorant about the law, when you don't know the games that these people play. That's how tricky the devil is. That's why I do not glamorize that lifestyle. I do not want no part of it whatsoever. I love being at the low budget, whatever you want to say, job that I'm at. Like somebody attacked me, oh, that's okay. That is just fine. I'm glad I never sold my soul to being in that life, wanting to be a star, celebrity, whatever. And everybody that had I know went into that world of fame. Only God knows the things they sold to do. The women sold their souls, the men sold their souls, the men sleep with men and women, and women sleeping with women and men. And after a while, you get lost. Like this tale says, strange fruit. Certain fruits in life that you eat, certain things that God forbid from the beginning of life, and now she's lost. Her soul is snatched out of her. From the beginning of her life, she had her grandmother there, and then she had her mother that was doing the things she was out there doing, and this young girl was watching her mother out there, and it was painful, but her friend was there always to keep her motivated. And as a young child, he always been there to take care of her friend. And then she didn't realize the pain. When he got in trouble, she didn't even care to come see him. And she neglected their child. If you see the movie, you got to see the movie for yourself. You got to see the movie for yourself. But I just gave you some introduction of it and some things about it so you can take interest in it, and about that life, if the famous life, these young girls out here tricking, prostituting their bodies, destroying their soul, their character, and everything else. And my mother always said a man could get in the gutter and be the most dirtiest, grimiest, low down, stinking man. But once he get his life together and pull himself together, he can be praised. But a woman, once she ruined her character out there, once she ruined her life, it will live with her for the rest of the days of this earth. And people say, "Oh no, it goes both ways." No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Men can get away with a whole lot more grimy stuff than a woman can, and that is the God honest truth. So I'm going to turn this off, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. I just wanted to come here quickly with you, asking. Oh, I have no sound. Y'all can't hear me? I have no sound. I didn't turn my sound off. I have no sound.
Are you looking for a date tonight?
Yes, I am. Get in.
I can't believe I don't have any sound.
Come on, Jesse, let's slide. Don't cry, Jesse. You know I got your back. When nobody else is there, I will. To the moon and back.
I can't believe I have those sound.
He has always been there for me, even when I was less than deserving. I should have been there for him like he was for me.
Still, y'all can't hear me?
Turn back the hands of time. They said everything?
Yeah, Chuck Jones just wanted some truck dressing.
Okay, y'all, I'm going to get out of here because it says I don't have any sound and I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to have to check that out. Maybe it's something going on maybe it's something going on with you over there. If you can hear that I have sound, please put it in the chat. If I don't have sound, please let me know. Because I don't see how I don't have any sound.
I thought he was destined to be a king in the swipe game. White collar crime seemed to fit him.
Okay, then I'm going to get out of here, y'all. Okay? And probably try to come back.
Not me.
Peace.
You trying to download my software?